Hi, I'm Ryan Linder, and this is Wild Universe. Today in this program, we will reveal the life of the dinosaurs. We will answer the puzzling question of what happened to the dinosaurs. Did they drown? Did they freeze? Or did they burn up? In this episode, we will delve into the theory that dinosaurs died because of meteorites. Now, join me, Ryan Linder, for Wild Universe. In the beginning, life was prosperous on the changing earth for the dinosaurs. But life was slowly diminishing because of the meteorites. Now let's meet some of the dinosaurs. Here's an Ankylosaurus. Let's meet another one, the Proceratops. Let's look at a Dimetrodon. The earth began to rumble. Meteorites began to close in on the earth. So these meteorites came and fell on the earth. The blast of the meteorites fell. Waters diminished and the earth burned up, and so ended the dinosaur age. Thank you for joining me, Ryan Linder, on this exciting adventure into the prehistoric age. Also, another theory about the disappearance of the dinosaurs is that they are as boring as me. This movie has been made possible by Saturn Shoes. You can only get them in the future, except for now.
Production. Dun 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 dun.
Hi, I'm Ryan Linder, and welcome to another series of Wild Universe. In Wild Universe, we will be looking into the Phylum Kingdom. The Phylum Kingdom has to do with a group of organisms, which are the sponge, the jellyfish, the blood fluke, the roundworm, the common earthworm, the snail, the cockroach, the starfish, and your common fish. Now let's take a look at the sponge. Sponge.
Scientific name, Potherium posidonus.
Cup sponge. The cup sponge has a hollow body closed at one end, and it lives in the water attached to objects. It is made up of 3 cell layers, it has no symmetry, and it gets food and oxygen from water flowing through its pores. The sponge we are speaking of is not your normal household sponge. But this sponge lives at the bottom of the sea. We have outlined the pores in yellow. Like I said, it gains its food by organisms flowing in the sea. Now let's look at another phylum, the jellyfish. Jellyfish.
Scientific name, Rhizostom pomo.
Has a hollow body cavity. It stings and holds its prey. And its mouth is for its food and waste to come out and to come in. Its body cells are organized into the tissue layers. It has radial symmetry. This is the jellyfish. We have outlined the stinger cells on the tentacles of the jellyfish. Once it meets its prey of food, it stings its prey and then paralyzes it and brings it into the mouth of the jellyfish. Blood fluke.
Scientific name, Schistosoma.
Is a member of the flatworm ancestry. It has a flat body, has bilateral symmetry, which means you can fold it in half and still have the same thing. It has 3 tissue layers, and it's a simple animal with an organ system and has a small, very small brain. It is free living. This particular blood fluke lives inside the veins of humans and animals. The blood fluke has eye spots. They are not like our regular eyeballs. They are located at the top of the blood fluke. Roundworm.
Scientific name, Tarlenchida.
This is the roundworm. It has a tube-like body. It has bilateral symmetry. It has 3 tissue layers. It has a complete digestive tract and is free living. These roundworms are usually found in garbage or uncooked pork. The contract of many diseases. Roundworms are microscopic and they live in soil and water. Common earthworm.
Scientific name, Obulichiati.
It has a round body which is divided up into segments. It has bilateral symmetry, has 3 tissue layers, has organs and simple brain. It has a closed circulatory system and has bristles which aid in movement. The heart of the earthworm is outlined in red. Land snail.
Scientific name, Helix apertus.
This is a snail, and this is classified as a mollusk. It has a soft body and has a hard shell. It moves along by using its tentacles. It lives on land. Cockroach.
The household pest.
The cockroach. It is an arthropod. Many insects have an exoskeleton, which covers their internal organs. Arthropods are divided into 3 parts, as the abdomen, the thorax, and the head. Starfish.
Scientific name, Pendicarastra tuberculatus.
Many different kinds of starfish, but we will be looking at this one in particularly. Starfish are spiny-skinned animals. They have suckers on the bottom so that they can cling to separate objects. Starfish feed on musclex. They eat the hard shells of snails they break down the hard shells of these animals and eat the soft bodies inside. This is a fish. True fish are vertebrates. Most fish are less than 1 meter in size. They are put into the Chordata phylum. Sharks, tuna, minnows, trout, salmon, eels, seahorses, and barracudas are examples of fish and vertebrates. Vertebrates mean that they have a backbone.
Life.